Rather than paying for pricey hotels, a second home can allow a homeowner the chance to enjoy beach life anytime they want, all while being a real estate investor at the same time. If you've ever thought about buying a second home, it's quite a process and there's a lot to consider. So in this video, we'll be discussing how to go about buying a second home and uncover some of the pros and cons so you can decide if it's the right move for you.
The first thing you should consider is how you would finance another home. The type of mortgage you get may depend on how you plan to use the home. Do you plan to rent it out when you're not there? If so, you'll need to tell your lender that up front so that they can get you the proper loan. The first con is that banks see second homes as a higher risk, so credit scores would generally need to be higher and debt to income lower to qualify. Also, you may need a larger down payment, like 20 to 30%, just depending on the bank and what your intentions are with the home.
If you do plan on renting it out when you're not there, that extra income could be a huge pro. But check with the laws in the area you want to purchase in. Our city, Ocean Shores, only allows nightly rentals on retail and commercial zoned properties. So make sure you ask your realtor where nightly rentals would be allowed. Where we live, those properties are highly sought after and are usually about 30% above the price of residential zoning. If you're interested in learning more about building or purchasing a nightly rental, send us an email linked below and we can get you more information.
Even without renting out the home, another pro is that it likely would be a great investment. Just like your primary home, a vacation home will probably increase in value, especially in popular areas near beaches or mountains, and you may be able to sell your vacation home for much more than you bought it for. In our area, the median sales price has gone up 23% over the last year and doesn't show signs of stopping. By the way, if you're liking our video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
We love our local hotels, but in the summer months, they book out far in advance, especially for the 4th of July. 4th of July is a huge event around here. Also, the rules around additional guests and pets can make it hard to feel completely at home. Not to mention, the summer prices can be astronomical. If you or your family like to come out to the beach during peak season, after a while, it's hard to justify spending $200 or $300 a night in a cramped hotel room. What people end up doing is cut their vacation short. But this is your vacation home. In fact, if you work remotely, you may be able to work from your vacation home. And that's another pro. You call the shots and decide the length of your vacation instead of how long you can afford to stay at a hotel.
But isn't buying a whole second house expensive too? Con number one, as a second homeowner, all the financial responsibility falls on your shoulders twice. If you have a sewer pipe problem in your main residence, then a short time later, your HVAC system needs repair to your second home, you'll have 2 back-to-back bills. The cost of buying and maintaining another home is steep. You're going to be paying another mortgage, plus property taxes, insurance, and utilities, just as you do with your primary residence.
Expenses to watch out for include homeowners association fees. If you're purchasing a condo, these fees can be steep and you may have unexpected special assessments coming up in the future. This can be quite expensive and an unexpected expense that's difficult to plan for. Either with a house or a condo, you'll want to have your own emergency fund set aside when in case you're faced with any kind of unexpected expense.
If you love Ocean Shores but aren't convinced that you can afford a second home, think about purchasing a vacant lot. Here in Ocean Shores, owners of vacant lots can camp on them 90 days out of the year. There are so many vacant lots available to purchase with utilities in the street ready to hook up. If you end up loving the area, then you would have the option of building a home to retire in later down the road. Things to consider when buying a vacant lot would be, is it in a wetlands? Does it need to be cleared of trees? Is it on a slope or is it flat? Make sure your realtor can help you get a lot that's a good match for your needs with the least amount of expense and hassle. In our experience, if a lot is cheaper than the others in the area, there's usually a good reason.
There's a lot to consider before deciding whether a vacation home is a good idea for you. Be sure to weigh the pros and cons, consider the tax implications, and know what to expect when it comes to apply for financing. First and foremost, run the numbers. A second home might be well within your reach, but consider all of the costs before making such a large financial commitment.
If you're looking for a vacation home, you'll want to find a realtor who is local to that area. If you're looking long distance and can't visit the property in person, a good agent can be your eyes and ears by steering you in the right direction. However, we don't recommend purchasing a home sight unseen, and don't buy a vacation home somewhere unless you visited the area several times.
At the start, set up a phone call or video call with your realtor to explain what you're looking for, hope to achieve, and want to pay. It's important to share that you plan to rent out your vacation home so that your agent can confirm the zoning where you might be looking would allow this type of arrangement. If you're interested in a property in Ocean Shores, send us an email. We'd be happy to connect you and learn more about what you're looking for and if we can help you.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.